How about making some brioche? And the filling is going to have parsley, some pecorino. I love that brand. Love it. Breadcrumbs, some provolone, a little bit of garlic. And the meat that I'm using is this. It's thin sliced. There, I don't know if you can see it very well. It's thin sliced. It should be ready to go. And let's get started. Let's make the stuffing. We're going to use a half a cup of breadcrumbs. Now these breadcrumbs I made, they're fresh. Fresh is better. And a half a cup of the pecorino. And 2 cloves of garlic. I'm just going to use the garlic pressed like that. Just a dash of salt, pepper, and some parsley. Now that was half a cup breadcrumbs, half a cup pecorino, 1/4 cup to 1/3 cup parsley, a little bit of salt and pepper. I'm going to add 1/4 cup of water. I want to moist and get this moist. Mix this all together. Might need more water. What you want is when you pick it up that it squeezes together and pretty much holds together. So that was just the right amount of water. So I take a tablespoon and put this in there, and it sticks to the meat because it's wet and it stays put. Put that in there, and a piece of provolone cheese. I like to leave some edges not done. Now I wanted to get really thin slices of provolone, but they didn't have it, so I got the regular. And roll them up. You can cut some strings. And tie them up. I'm going to try to tie a bow so that it's easier to remove the strings, like that. Do it to the other side. And you can also try toothpicks if you want. I'm going to try one with toothpicks. My pan should be hot. I'm going to add some olive oil. I'm going to make a sauce. A quite nice sauce, and I'm going to add in a pound of mushrooms that I sliced, 3 cloves of garlic that I sliced, just a little bit of onion. That's probably 3 tablespoons or 1/4 cup, something like that. I'm going to cook this up. Well, the mushrooms have really browned up, and looks like half as many. It was a pound. I'm going to add red wine. Let's see, I'm adding a California red wine. And we're going to use this to deglaze. The bottom, things were starting to stick, and this will bring up all the flavors. As you see, the red wine's cooked out quite a bit. We're going to add 2 cups of beef broth. And you also have noticed that I did not cook the braciole first. I did not brown them first. And that could be controversial, but I don't think it's really needed. I want them to come out tender and so very nice and tender. I'll get the rest of that juice out. It's not juice, it's a tomato puree. Also, like crushed tomatoes would be perfect. This is a very good brand available at Walmart from Ohio, and their tomatoes, their tomato sauce, everything that they put out is very, very high quality in my opinion. And I'm going to add 2 teaspoons of Italian seasoning. I'll bring this back up to temperature and get it simmering lightly. I've taken the sauce down to a bare simmer, just barely simmering. I'll give it a taste for salt. And it's pretty bland, so I need some salt. The tomatoes that I used have very little salt. The beef broth that I used was fully salted. Now, when I made the braciole, I forgot. This is some Genoa Salami from Walmart deli, that they slice it up for you. And I should have added a slice of this to every braciole, but I forgot about it. So I have some here that I chopped up, and we'll put this into the sauce. And we'll add our braciole to the sauce. The braciole are kind of cold. They've been in the refrigerator for quite some time, so they're pretty cold. I'm going to put a lid on it and cook this at low temperature to where it's just barely simmering. This has been going for 1 hour. I'm going to take the braciole out. I'm going to let these cool down to where I can get the strings off of them. I'm going to cut them off. I'll let the sauce continue to cook. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and I'll get my pasta started while these cool off. I've dropped my pasta in the boiling water. I'm going to put the braciole back in. Let it warm back up. Let's serve up some pasta. It smells excellent. And some braciole. Some Reggiano. And if you have a nice olive oil, it's nice on top too. Just a little splash. There we go. Oh, that beef is so nice and tender. Mmm. Very nice. Thank you so much for watching.